All right, so this is just a quick little review before you take your quiz. Just a couple of key things to watch out for. Remember, when you are graphing on a number line, if you have the equal bar, you want to put a closed circle, no equal bar, open circle on the number line. Other thing to remember when you are solving things on the number line, if you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to flip the inequality sign. So if it was less than, it becomes greater than, or vice versa. So here's an example. I want to get x by itself here, so I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. I leave it the same, but now when I divide by -2, I have to flip it. So it was greater than, it becomes less than or equal to. So now it's -3. So I've got my mark at -3, closed circle, because the bar is there, and then numbers that are smaller than -3 are to the left. So we have that arrow pointing to the left. For double inequalities, that's where you have x sort of trapped between two numbers. Make sure you always put the smaller number on the left and make sure both signs are going in the same direction in order for it to make sense. And so for this one, if I want all the numbers between -1 and 7, I'm going to go from -1 to 7 with the x in between, and then they are both less than signs. They both have bars in this case because both of the circles were filled in, right? So those signs are always going in that same direction, which makes sense because this part is saying that x is bigger than -1, or to the right of -1, and this part is saying that x is to the left of 7, x is less than 7. Just what we wanted. Okay, hopefully that all makes sense. And then for two variable inequalities, we want to remember instead of open circle and closed circles, we have either solid lines or dashed lines. Solid lines are when the equal bar is there, dashed line is when it's not. And then to graph something like this, we're going to use the slope and the y-intercept. And so the slope, the y-intercept, sorry, is 1. The slope is -2. So I go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. There is no bar here, and so I drew in my line. I connected those dots with a dashed line. Then I have to decide which side to shade. My instincts tell me since it's y is by itself and since it's less than, I'm going to shade down, right, below the line. The way I double check that is I test 0, 0. And so when I plug 0 in for y and 0 in for x, now I get 0 is less than 1. That's definitely true. Here's 0, 0, and so I know 0, 0 is on the true side, and so this whole thing is the true side. This whole thing is the false side, and so I leave that side blank. I think that's about it. Good luck on the quiz. We will see you on the block day.